Okay, so we're diving into something pretty cool today. We've got this podcast script laying out like the 5 quote unquote secrets to becoming a pro chef.
Yeah.
And, I think it's going to be super interesting whether you're someone who like dreams of running their own kitchen someday,
Mhm.
or if you're just like me and you love food and want to understand what makes those chefs tick.
Yeah, totally. I mean, just peeling back the curtain on that world. It's fascinating enough.
Yeah, so basically we're going to try to break down these secrets and pull out those core principles that anyone can learn from.
You know what strikes me right away is how universal a lot of this stuff is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even though it's coming from the culinary world,
Yeah.
you'll see how a lot of these ideas apply to like mastering any craft or any skill.
I can already see that starting to come through. So,
Right.
okay, let's jump into secret number 1,
Okay.
mastering the basics.
We're right back to basics.
And it's not just about like knowing how to chop an onion or something.
No, not at all.
This script goes deep into like the real fundamentals,
Like understanding why things work the way they do.
Yeah, like why different knife cuts matter.
Right. Or like how searing actually works scientifically.
The hows and the whys, not just the whats.
Exactly. It's that foundational knowledge that lets you build up to the really cool stuff.
Like almost like a musician practicing their scales.
Yeah. Perfect analogy.
You gotta have those down before you can really jam.
And this applies outside the kitchen, too.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're learning, make sure you're not just skimming the surface.
Get that deep understanding.
Totally. Because that's what allows for real mastery.
Okay, so secret number 2 shifts gears a bit. It's about discipline and hard work.
The less glamorous side of things.
Definitely. This script doesn't sugarcoat it,
Nope.
It talks about those crazy long hours,
The pressure.
the constant challenges.
And it really emphasizes that like talent alone just isn't enough.
You need that grit, that resilience.
Yeah, and patience too,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Think about like perfecting a classic sauce. It takes so much repetition and practice.
Not to mention like the mental toughness to handle a busy dinner service.
Right, exactly. Like being in the weeds and still executing flawlessly.
So basically what they're saying is,
Hard work is essential for any kind of mastery.
and that's a universal truth, right?
Totally, whether you're a chef, a musician, an athlete.
Anything worth doing takes effort.
Absolutely.
Okay, on to secret number 3, and this one really resonated with me. It's about learning from experience and mistakes.
Interesting.
Yeah, the script makes it clear that even the best chefs screw up sometimes.
Oh, for sure. Everyone makes mistakes.
But the key is to use those mistakes as lessons.
To learn and grow from them.
And it's not just about like, oh, well, I messed up and moving on.
Right. You have to actively seek feedback.
And be open to criticism.
Exactly. And then you use that to refine your skills.
It's all about that growth mindset,
You know what's interesting about this
What?
is that in a professional kitchen, that feedback can be pretty intense.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
It's a high-pressure environment.
So you got to have thick skin.
Yeah. But the ability to take that criticism constructively and use it to improve.
That's what separates the good from the great.
Absolutely. And this applies to any field, really.
Yeah, setbacks are inevitable, but it's how you respond to them that matters.
That's where the real learning happens.
I love that. Okay, so let's move on to secret number 4, which is staying creative and keeping experimenting.
This is where things get fun.
Yeah, the script describes cooking as both an art and a skill.
Right. It's that perfect blend.
And it stresses the need to be constantly playing with flavors,
Trying new ingredients.
stretching those boundaries.
That's how you keep things exciting.
Yeah, and what's cool is that this creativity builds on those fundamentals we talked about earlier.
Right. You need that solid base to experiment effectively.
It's like those chefs who deconstruct dishes or do fusion cuisine.
Exactly. They're taking what they know and creating something totally new.
So you can't skip those basics.
Oh, they're essential.
All right, last but not least, secret number 5 is all about respect.
Respect for the craft.
For the kitchen, and most importantly, for your team.
Teamwork is everything.
The script talks about how a professional chef is also a leader and a collaborator.
Right. It's not just about individual skill.
It's about creating a positive and respectful environment.
Cleanliness is crucial too.
Oh, for sure. A chaotic kitchen is a nightmare.
And mutual respect among the team.
That's what makes everything run smoothly.
And it's not just kitchens. This applies to any workplace, really.
Right. A strong team can achieve so much more.
Collaboration is key.
Okay, so to recap for our listeners, in your world, food for thought.
Literally. Like